Hey guys, welcome back to some more DDO. We've gained a few levels on this character. We haven't gained any more Reaper levels because, oh my god, it's slow. I've also been doing some things on Reaper, some things on Elite, it depends. Basically, what I think makes the most sense for me to do is shorter quests on Reaper and then really long ones not on Reaper, just because that stuff can be... I don't know, Reaper can be interesting, and Reaper's also gotten a lot more difficult lately. Enemies, the Reapers will have way more health than like any of the bosses I fight. It's pretty crazy. It was just a dramatic jump forward. Okay, there's a place I should go. I did a 3 quests off stream with my dad, and I thought, you know what? I did them off stream. I need to do them on stream now so I don't forget. I don't lose track of something I've never done before. These quests are so fucking long. Probably like the longest quest I've ever seen in the game. But let's start them out. So, have to head over to Gatekeeper's Grove. My character has changed a fair bit. I've gone really deep in the Ravager tree now. I hit that at level 12. I'm now level 13. And the character is starting... Oh, shit. I think I need to get hirelings. I do. So the character is now starting to feel like a character. It feels a lot better now, I would say. I still much enjoy, Jesus. I still, whoa, leg. I still far prefer the Sorcerer, but now I'm finding this character kind of, oh, how was Chick-fil-A? I have been really curious about Chick-fil-A. Against your better judgment, yeah. I've been curious. I want to try it once. Okay. You totally... It was unfortunately quite good. I've heard a lot of people say... This is your once. I've heard a lot of people say it's, like, the best of the, like, the big ones. But then I've also heard some people say, no, that's bullshit. People are wrong. Okay. But that being said, have you had both KFC and Popeyes? Bun alone is great. Nice. Yeah, I want to try a few of those, the big American ones. KFC and US, no. Okay. Because I find most people say they prefer Popeyes big time, whereas I think I prefer KFC. I feel like I'm in the minority. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Friend, will you help the gatekeepers set things right? As you know, we collect fragments of the evil codex of the infinite planes, codex pages and mysterious remnants. We have found another concentration of these remnants, and we need an adventurer such as yourself to retrieve them. I'm always happy to help you protect our world. Where are the remnants this time? A far-off land, one not far from the Temple of Elemental Evil, it would seem. We detected an entire codex page there, so we sent a scout through the portal to find it. He reports that this codex page is in the hands of someone named Dame Gold. This woman refuses to hand over the codex page unless we deal with the slave lords who plague her lands. And this is why we need a person with your, shall we say, martial talents. What can I do to help? Now to see about storing this codex page. We really must figure out a better way. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Here, please have this. Wait, we got something just for talking to him? I think I got some of these. I think these are maybe like crafting items. Okay, I don't know. I'll just get something. Wait, you did it for hangovers? Oh, was it like always open at a certain time? Okay. The gatekeepers. Oh, wait. That would make sense for hang... Oh, wait. You've tried IHOP, Shake Shack, Taco Bell, In-N-Out, Wendy's, and Chick-fil-A. I have had Taco Bell and Wendy's. That's it. Now, how would you react to... How would you rate each of those that you listed? I've never had good Wendy's. People always tell me Wendy's is the best, and I'm not sure if it's just the fault of the places I order from, But every time I've had Wendy's, it's been rough. Taco Bell, I feel like should be terrible, but there's something about it that I can't quit. Okay. The gatekeepers have sent you to retrieve a codex page from Dame Gold. In return, she has asked you to rid the lands of the scourge of the slave lords. Which quest would you like to enter? Let's go here. Oh, I can't do elite. Okay. I actually, it would be really stupid for me to do... I mean, I can't do Reaper. It would be super stupid for me to do Reaper of this quest. Because this quest is brutally long. Okay. Like, all these quests are way too long. Holy shit.
As you enter the room, a woman wearing a noble's finery gestures for you to approach.
Hamish of Drone. Give you a codex page? We might as well give you a sword to slit our own throats with. Even a novice mage can tell you that this page is both powerful and evil. Anyone seeking it must surely be the same. You're wrong. My job is to make sure the page doesn't fall into evil hands. And so is mine. If you wish to have this codex page, then you'll have to prove that you don't want it for your own personal gain. And that is what Dame Gold has decreed. I see. I'll do my best to change your mind. IHOP, 8 out of 10. Really interesting. Shake Shack, 9 out of 10. Taco Bell, 7 out of 10. In-N-Out, 6 out of 10. Interesting. Wendy's, 4 out of 10. Interesting. Okay. So Shake Shack is your number 1. Hey, if you come to if you come to Canada, you have to try Harvey's. And for clarity, I'm saying Harvey's with a V. Not Hardee's. And not... And also not Arby's. Because Arby's is terrible. Hey, how's it going? Emily and Warble. How are you guys doing? Okay. Okay. Hey, I want to talk to you, actually. Garvin. Oh, wait. Oh, what are these? Sockets into slave lord items. Oh. Oh, interesting. I feel like I've had Denny's before, but I can't remember it. I feel like it was probably Is Denny's kind of like a diner? Okay. You think I will simply hand over the arcane codex page you seek? Think again, Wanderer. If I followed Hamish's counsel, my guards would cast you out merely for asking. Yet I disagree. I think you should be given a chance to prove that you will not use this page for evil ends. So I will give you the page, but only after you have freed these lands from the scourge of the slave lords. Who's this Hamish? I used to have a dog named Hamish. Anyways, he is my advisor. And it wasn't even a Scottish Terrier. Who names a non-Scottish Terrier Hamish? He is my advisor in arcane matters. Hamish believes I should not give you the page. Ask him why if you wish. Tell me about these slave lords. The slave lords have ravaged our land for years. They drag the innocent away in chains and sell them to the highest bidder. No one knows where the slave lords themselves make their home. There are tales of a slaving city far away, but no one in my domain can say precisely where, yet the slave lord raiders are everywhere. The scoundrels have established a base just a short way from this hall. Tell me where to find these slavers and I'll destroy them. The slavers have set up a base in an abandoned temple not far from here. Search it carefully, and perhaps you'll find a clue as to where the slave lords are headed. Good luck, Wanderer, and remember that you are not just fighting for your page, you're fighting for the cause of freedom. I'll take care of their base.
Dame Gold points to the door at the rear of the chamber. The path beyond the service entrance will lead you to the abandoned temple. The slavers have set up an outpost there. Somewhere inside, I'd expect you'll find the information you need to track the slave lords back to their lair. Dame Gold's eyes narrow, and you hear the sound of steel in her voice. When you find them, I expect you to destroy them. All of them.
You dance around. What was the deal? Was it for more of that collection? Okay, let's go here. Hardee's. I've never had Hardee's in my life. Not a fan of Arby's. The only thing Arby's has that's okay from what I've had.
Wall. The symbol of the slave lords hangs above the crumbling gateway.
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you? Their fries were decent, but their what do you call it? Their beef dip. Like the bun was so way too soft to be a dip thing. And some people tell me that they used the wrong bun, but every time I've ordered there, which has been multiple times, they've given me a soft bun, which liquefies in the dip.
A poorly disguised secret door can be seen at the rear of this alcove.
These guys are bad at hiding hidden doors. They have a gate and then a hidden door behind the gate. Dude, it's obvious that there's a door. Who are you trying to kid? There we go. You ordered stuff that's worth like 60 plus. For 30, you're really happy. But now you're kind of broke because you bought too many things. Emily, do you guys use Euro? Oh, yikes. Okay, heal yourself. Am I going the right way or the wrong way? I want to go the wrong way.
This room is covered in dust and decay, but you can tell that a wall with fresh stones was recently added to one side.
I now heal when I kill guys, which is awesome. Oh, what are you buying? What are you selling? Okay. Okay, nice! I went the wrong way. I'm so happy. Unfortunately, I just have to eat these... Wait, why didn't I take any damage there? It didn't hit me. That's crazy. Secondhand drugs? Is that like... I have a question. Okay, so secondhand smoke would be like someone smoking and then the other person breathes in the smoke, right? Now, if someone uses like fentanyl and then the residue touches someone else's hand, is that secondhand or is that firsthand? Arby's is good fries, at least the curly ones. I've never had the shake. Oh, there's traps. Get out of the traps! Oh, I'm in traps too! Get out! Get out! Oh, my lord. I don't think Hardee's is in Canada. Or if it is, I've never seen it. Okay.
The door here appears to have been destroyed.
Harvey's is Canadian.
Hastily repaired.
I believe it's exclusively Canadian. Some of these chains, they like creep a little bit into like some of these chains creep like a little bit into like New York or like Seattle, but to my knowledge, it's exclusively Canadian. Problem with fast food is that the amount of salt, so you don't get it off it. I love me some salt. Okay, there's too many traps in these quests, though, I tell you. Miranda, please, for the love of God. Oh, I should get rid of this guy first. There we go. My problem with fast food, you drink so much water that you'd poop yourself without excessive salt. I used to not drink much water, but now, as you can see, I always have like 2 liters of water around me at all times. You know, you need it for the pooping. What? That is okay. I don't drink that much. I probably drink like 3 liters, 2 to 3 liters of water a day. And when I'm playing concerts, though, I drink so many liters. I drink at least a liter of water per set, at least. Okay. What is down there? Should I go down? I should go down. We need to know. Protect Miranda! Simp for Miranda! Oh, there's a slave here. Nice, we freed someone. Well, that would be a horrifying pit to be in. Okay. Yeah, where I live, it gets really, really humid. But I'm sure it's nowhere near as hot as it is in Australia. Like, it does sometimes get up to 40 degrees Celsius, but that is definitely an outlier. That is a rare summer day. I'm testing something out today. Now that I have the healing, I'm testing out if I can use my what do you call it? Blood tribute less. And it looks like I can. I'm barely using blood tribute now. Okay, you found out that you can get swords of Aeons in Fable when you become a teen right near the start. Summon dash glitch. I don't remember what that sword. I haven't played Fable in so long. Is only one Fable game out for PC? I really enjoyed Fable. I know the first one's on PC.
This room stinks of vinegar, fire, and rot. The odor pours from a large mound of smoldering compost in the center of the floor.
Yeah, this character is feeling a lot better. A lot better. I mean, I'm over-leveled. A big thing is that I'm a little bit over-leveled. And clearly, a lot of the game I play... Wait, what level is this quest right now? Level 10. Yeah, I'm 3 levels over-leveled. Obviously, things feel better when you're over-leveled. But in general, it's started to click. Even when I'm playing at level. Although, oh my god, the Reapers have so much health now. Sometimes. I notice sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I find... Is it fear that tend to have the most? Ow! Oops. Wrong button. Okay, I gotta use it. There we go. I'm healed back up. Get out of here, cleric. I don't like clerics. I don't like no stinking clerics or wizards when they're enemies. You just enjoy being a landlord and reselling your house with trophies in it? Oh god. Yeah, Fable, you could do some really funny things. Well, I was about to make a statement that I actually don't agree with completely. I was going to say, how come the least ethical food tastes the best? But that's not true. I'm not a fan of veal. And veal, you know. Veal is like baby cow that is basically not allowed to move. Yeah. It's basically left so that their muscles are very underdeveloped. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why someone would choose that over the alternative. But also, you know, that being said, I don't really like, you know, like Chinese food, how they have like the velveted meat, which is super, super, super soft. Like, I'm not a fan of that. Okay, I'm gonna leave you here. I think I have to blood tribute when I run through these hallways because of the amount of traps. Can we go in here? Okay, no. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I feel like there's gonna be a trap here. Oh no,
chill in the graveyard.
Probably not.
The plants sway gently, even though there is no wind.
This looks very Ravenloft all of a sudden. Look how much higher my HP is compared to like my previous classes. In Tasmania, they have this island. Wait, in Tasmania, they have this island with a paddock of barley and grass that the cow graze on instead of being grain fed. Oh, really? You guys know what are fucked up though? Have you heard the history of Tasmanian devil children? You want to hear some fucked up shit? Okay. Tasmanian devils are marsupials. So, let me find... Do I have a quarter? Do I have a quarter? Is this a quarter? Is this a quarter? Oh, it's not a quarter. I don't think I have any quarters. Okay. I mean real Tasmanian devils. It would not surprise me those babies are incestuous genocidal freaks that make babies with the local fauna. Close. Tasmanian devils are born in litters of 40, basically. Okay? Like 40 babies are born at once, and each of them is born the size of a raisin. So apparently like 4 baby Tasmanian devils can fit on a quarter. And part of that is because I think marsupials, when they're born very underdeveloped. They're essentially like you're giving birth to a fetus and then you like feed it in the pouch or whatever, right? So they are born in litters of 40. The 40 kids, the mom has 4 nipples. The moment they're born, these babies have to race from the womb to the pouch to one of the nipples, and 36 of them die. That is like the ultimate survival of the fittest. They have like a 90% death rate. There we go. Interesting. So when I'm playing this a little over leveled, I never need to blood tribute, really. Except in certain cases. Although the last fight of this quest line is way harder than the rest of the quest line.
The staircase descends several floors, ending in a dank tunnel carved into the earth.
Yeah. Fucking Tasmanian devils are born on the Fortnite battle bus. We're dropping in.
The
if I can hit the parachute.
Of troglodytes permeates the air.
Okay, you get out of here. You get out of here. The other thing, though, is if humans were like that, well, I mean, I guess we are kind of like if you look at it on a sperm level, maybe. But if humans were like that, wouldn't every human in the world be so smug? They're all like, hey, I'm top 10% of the world. I'm top 10%. So I thought of an idea for a story. Let me know what you think about this, in Crouch. Emily, cover your ears. So Because this story is horrible, okay? But I thought of an idea for a horror story. The idea is basically, you know, you have just like a gross dude in a room, you know, just like, whatever. Just the grossest guy ever, whatever. But like full hikikomori kind of, like never leaves the house, you know, doesn't shower, whatever. Okay. And basically what their days are is they just like jerk off into a sock and throw it on the floor and whatever. But then my idea for my story is that in the pile of garbage in their room, there's one sock that they forgot about, and the sock gets pregnant from the sperm, and inside a like, you know, a Cronenberg just baby grows in this discarded garbage sock. I feel like that would be a really good short film. Who wants to make it? I guess that is a little bit too much like Big Mouth. You're right. I forgot about that. What's Mr. Bumpy? I never even thought. Because see, in my brain, I was viewing it from the context of like a horror. But then when you bring up Big Mouth, I'm like, oh my god, it actually kind of does have that. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. And I don't want to go the right way. I want to go the wrong way. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Okay, I still haven't gotten rid of either of these guys. There we go. I think I'm going the right way. Let's go the wrong way. You need a whole dinner to okay, by the way, I need some recommendations in chat. I've been really in the mood to watch something, but I can't find something that hooks me. And I don't like I've watched some It's Always Sunny, which I really like that show, but I've watched some The Last of Us, but I can't find something I'm in the mood for. I've thought about maybe rewatching Home Movies or Moral Oral. But I'm trying to, I don't know why, I'm just in that mood. I've never actually watched Workaholics. I've seen it passively on the side.
Recently.
But you know what? I find some shows, like I had a negative reaction to Workaholics. But part of the problem is there's certain shows that I think that if you don't watch actively, you'll build up an impression of what the show actually is. And then when you, a show I had that with was Archer. I used to have Archer on the side, and I wouldn't pay attention to it, and I was like, I hate this show. And then I actually sat down and watched Archer, and I'm like, oh, I fucking love this show. I did watch a few episodes of Frisky Dingo because I heard it was made by the creators of Archer, and it didn't capture me. I wasn't a fan. Wait, is this the right way? This looks like it's the right way.
Grows heavier as you approach.
I've never seen Venture Bros. I've actually never... I haven't really watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force either. Have you watched Home Movies and Moral Oral? Sure thing, Emily. Sonny, I started watching, you've seen Moral, not Home Movies. I think Moral Oral is probably one of the darkest shows I've ever seen. Moral Oral is weirdly dark. There's also certain things in it. Oh shit, where's my... There we go. There's also certain things in it that I'm like, that would not get made into a show today. Like, there were a couple events that I'm like, that is way over the line for what is acceptable in society now. Home Movies was weird because it was a bit more family friendly, but it had a real darkness to it. But I really like that show a lot. Moral Oral is exceptionally brutal. I've never watched Harvey Birdman. I actually haven't seen or actively watched a lot of the Adult Swim shows. I remember I used to like, it's funny, I've watched like top 20 Adult Swim shows, and there's one show that never shows up on the list, but I remember that I used to like it, which was the Brack show. I think that's often viewed as like one of the worst Adult Swim, and I remember liking it a lot. Have we cleared out this room? Oh, I have the wrong thing equipped. Here we go. I did not, but I've actually watched some videos. No, I didn't. I saw a little bit of, like, WWF pre-merge. That was in my house a little bit. Like, back, like, Triple H, Chris Angel kind of stuff. Wait, is it? Wait, that's not Chris Angel. Kurt Angle? Chris Angel is Mind Freak. Oh, my God. Oh, really? I would actually be interested. There's a YouTube channel called, that I really like, called Super Eye Patch Wolf. And Super Eye Patch Wolf is interesting because he's really passionate about a few specific things. He's really passionate about anime. He's really passionate about wrestling. And some other things, like certain fandom stuff. Very, very good I would recommend watching his channel even if you aren't into the topics he talks about. Very interesting. But he made me actually want to kind of check out wrestling. Because in my head, I was always like, this is stupid as fuck. But the way he kind of explained it is actually really interesting. Having these stories that play out in real time over years, some cases decades, is really interesting. The idea of kayfabe kind of blurring the lines between reality and fiction, because the in-character incentives are actually the out-of-character incentives. And so the fact that some of these lines are actually a little bit more blurred than just, hey, it's fake.
This chamber is uncomfortably
very interesting.
Warm. The air is rank with the smell of rotting garbage.
I hate rust monsters so much. Get rid of the rust monsters, then we switch over to something good. Oh shit, I was using my good weapon. I thought I switched. Fuck. Oh, the damage. Triple H kayfabe was into... Oh yeah, was into Stephanie McMahon, but now they are married and China got rejected. Oh, really? Yeah, very interesting. And it's interesting that, like, UFC is kind of morphing into a little bit of a kayfabe thing. With people like, you know, McGregor, people like Chael Sonnen, people like Ben Askren. There is kind of this thing saying, listen, we know what makes money, so let's kind of fictionalize our animosity towards each other. Even though they have real fights. Okay, I need to get rid of this jerk. Wait, why is my weapon switching? Oh! Shit! I know why! Oh my god, the wrong bar! Oh my god, I understand what was happening. Oh, I thought it was... Oh my god. Warble, close your eyes! Don't look at me, I'm hideous. When you move other bars, they become the active bar. So, when I press 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm doing my attacks. But when I adjust a bar, this becomes the thing where I press 1, 2, 3, 4. So what was happening is mid-fight, at some point, my weapon switching bar got switched out. So I switched it back, forgot to make this my active bar again. So in the fight, my character's just like, put the sword away, got a club now, put that away, got an axe. It's like, oh my god. I'm being an idiot. I like how I've done fucking 2 reincarnations and I'm making these noob-ass mistakes. Okay, I don't want to go here yet. We Hulk Hogan went. The best. What is that one that was classic? The like. There was the guy that they wanted to make like a Darth Vader ass villain, and then on his release, he accidentally tripped because the mask covered his view, and so he fell down. And then it was just like, they're like, "Fuck, this guy has to be comic relief now." And not only did he fall, but the helmet rolled off, and he had to crawl to it really quickly to put it back on. Oh, God. The only problem is, so that idea interests me, but I feel like wrestling at this point, I feel like it would be so impenetrable to break back into with no emotional investment. Like, because I think the people that have emotional investment in wrestling, it's been built up over years and decades. Like, a lot of these people are people that watch it from childhood. It was their bonding experience with their dad or something. Shockmaster, yeah. And you can't just build that by being like, oh, that sounds interesting. I wish I retroactively had those experiences so I could, you know. Oh, yes. Do you know Patrice O'Neal, the stand-up comic? Okay, there's a shrine. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while because he's passed away years ago. Anyways, wait, what? Oh, are these Umber Hulks? So Patrice was an interesting guy. Like, he's an interesting guy because. So, for the record, I just want to state, I can find shit that I disagree with very funny. I know some people have a hard time separating that. I don't. Patrice O'Neal's comedy was very, like... honestly, if he was around today, I think he would be, like, a big, like, red pill figure. You know what I mean? Because he was very, like, kind of about, like, asserting your value as a man. Like, you know, you need to always have women interested in you because, you know, you scored this girl because she saw that you were, you know, a fisherman. And so you need to have, you know, fish jump onto your hook to show the fish that you can still catch fish, and then you release them back into the water. Like, he had that kind of ideology. But one thing that is inarguable is that he was an incredibly, unbelievably quick-witted person. Like, I think he was one of the most quick-witted people that I've ever seen exist. Just absolutely amazing quick responses. He was also insanely aggressive and was never able to be intimidated by anyone. Right? Like, and the reason why a big reason why he never really completely blew up until kind of like right around his death was because he would burn all these bridges because he would have these kind of like producers that he's, you know, subservient to in work that would kind of be like, you know, as my employee, this is what you do. And he's kind of like, no, fuck that. Right? Like, he would never, he just didn't really seem to compromise on anything that he thought. And so he had this unwavering fear. But like, one thing about him was that a lot of people didn't know was that he was actually a writer for the WWF. Sounds like a toxic male. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, it worked for him in comedy big time. But yeah, he was a writer for WWF, and some of his stories are like were really interesting. And also, like, Also, kind of showed off like a sign of... Wait, Dante Jones? What? I don't know what that is. Like, I remember hearing him tell the story where in the kind of Bush era, like post 9/11, they basically made an Arabic wrestler kind of try... They made his role the terrorist, basically, to be like the ultimate heel. They're like, okay, you know, you're going to be a terrorist. And it was like kind of capitalizing on people's like anti-Islamic, all that stuff, sentiments at the time, post that event. And apparently this wrestler goes up to... Oh, really? I didn't know that. Ow. 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 So apparently this wrestler goes up to Vince McMahon and is basically like, listen, like I don't want to do this anymore. This is hurting my family. You know, like this is hurtful to my culture. That I don't want to just... I don't want my career to be this thing that is based on stoking the hatred against like demographics of people for beliefs I do not hold. And Vince McMahon was apparently like, shut up and put the turban on. Basically, like, if you want a job, your responsibility is to take this role and shut up. Like, really... Oh, God. Oh, God. Really brutal. Wait. Is the club better against these guys? 60, blah, blah, blah. No, they're about equal, it seems. Okay. We have two... Wait, this is a dead end? Is this like a trap?
This passage appears to have been deliberately collapsed.
Wait, is there something there? Oh, no, it's just a torch. I didn't know he was a kayfabe character. I mean, yeah, Patrice O'Neal, you would have seen him in The Office, definitely in the first season, as a warehouse worker. Oh, shit. I don't want to use that against oozes. Yeah, my weapon is so freaking damaged, it's annoying. That's one of the things I had problems with in these quests when I played it before, was that they chew through the durability of your weapons. And there's a lot of traps. And a lot of really annoying traps. You like the WrestleMania YouTube channel because they do top 10s but show all the history? Yeah, I would actually be interested in that because there's certain things... There's certain topics that I have trouble engaging with as like a fan because it just doesn't super interest me. But the history behind it is super interesting. So like, one example is I have no interest in watching most sports. Like I have no interest in watching the NBA. But I fucking love me a documentary on the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, or like the Michael Jordan documentary. I love that because I love the story and, you know, just the extreme feelings, the extreme efforts. Like I respect a lot what these guys are doing for their bodies and stuff like that, and just the ultra competitive edge and what they have to go through to attain that, and how these careers are like a moment in time and then it's gone, especially certain roles in like the NFL. Like they devote everything to a career that's only going to last a couple of years. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? But I just can't get invested in the competition itself, but I'm really interested in the story. Okay, I think I went the right way. Wait. Oh, see, you guess you're not a VIP. You can't be a VIP and a mod. Wait, what? Do you want me to make you a VIP? Instead of a mod? I'm cool with that. Is this collapsed?
The passage is completely blocked by a mass of rubble.
Okay, what's over here? He'll take the mod. I don't trust. Okay. I'm just kidding. If you wanted to be one, I'd let you. Like, there's a few people. Encrouched, you, Scoots, Cosmos. I would let any of you be a mod or a VIP, whichever, and my sister. I would let any of you guys be mod or VIP. But I know that for some people, they like being mods, and for some people, being a mod takes away from the experience because it feels like there's responsibility. So I'm totally open to whatever you guys want. You tell me what badge you want beside your name. I mean, the reality in Crouch is in my life on Twitch. On my channel, I've probably banned like what? I've probably banned like 3 real people, 4 real people, and then probably like 40 bots or something. Maybe more. Right? You have banned like fucking 50,000 bots on my channel. Oh, ogres. I just stand here and click. I get healed. Look. I'm just holding down 2 buttons. Oh, now I gotta walk forward. No, okay. I'm just holding down attack. And we're at full health. Nice. Okay. Yes, Barbarian, best class. You know what, Barbarian, I feel like Barbarian is an interesting class. I could see it being a good class to learn on. I could see it being a very good class to learn on. Especially if you go Ravager, because early on, really early on, what you need to look at is, what is my health? Is this active? And for a long time, the Barbarian is a 2-button character. It's attack and it's blood tribute. But then a certain point happens where you're like self-healing and stuff, where you're a lot more just self-sustaining. There's not a ton of mechanics. Here, I'll rage. I haven't been raging at all. You remember one combo where we said they could give us more view count. They could also spam the N-word, so it's not a great trade. Wait, did we have that conversation? I don't remember ever being like... I don't remember ever being in a camp of bots would be better. Oh, yeah. I do. There was a point where there were some people that, like, I remember, like there were certain.
The orc chieftain growls as you approach. You must be pretty stupid to come in here. I'm gonna smash you so hard they'll never find the pieces.
Like, I remember there was a time where, like, Simon was really suspicious of people that weren't talking as being bots and was kind of like, maybe I should ban them. And I was kind of like, we shouldn't just randomly ban people that might just be, like, lurker viewers. Like, I remember having that kind of thing.
The orc chieftain topples with a crash.
Because I think a lot of people just engage with Twitch as a viewing experience and not as like an interacting experience, which I'm totally cool with. Yes. Yeah. For me, I've always had a tough... Banning can be kind of weird. It gets weird when you have... Every once in a while, you'll have people that are in your community that are like, this is a community member, but you're saying something that if a non-community member was saying, I would ban you for. So you'll get in situations like that. And in those situations, I like to give the benefit of the doubt and like talk to the person. And so I've had a few things like that, where it's like, listen, like 80% of the time, 90% of the time, you're great, but every once in a while, like, and then if it's someone that can't resist going into certain things, then it's like, okay, clearly we need to ban. But I think normally I will talk to someone a little bit if they're an actual person, unless they're literally just saying like slurs or something, then it's just banned. You heard about the time that there was the Russian troll, right? I know Scoots was there for that. Who are you talking to, motherfucker? You're alone? Okay, so really early on, there was a dude who came in who clearly didn't speak English and was like Google translating. And like their first thing was like, who are you talking to, motherfucker? You're alone. And I just kind of laughed. I'm like, what? You expect me to sit in silence on stream until someone asks me something directly? Like, you think the role of a streamer is to shut up and then wait for someone to say, like, how are you? And then I'd be like, oh, now I can talk. Like, this shit is going on YouTube. I'm talking to people that are in my chat right now, but I'm also talking to people on YouTube. And then I literally I laughed and read out what the guy said to me. I said, who are you talking to, motherfucker? You're alone. Because the guy couldn't speak English, all he understood me say was the word motherfucker. And so this guy all of a sudden got angry because he's like, he called me a motherfucker, and he starts swearing at me in Russian. And I'm like, I literally just read your quote to me. Wait, what? Oh, it was so funny. That was my favorite troll interaction because it was just so absurd. Oh yeah, I don't have my water breathing anymore. Yeah, that was a thing I realized later. I never understood the English only chat thing at first, like the rule. Because I saw streamers do that a lot, and I didn't get it because I was kind of like, oh, whatever, like, I don't really care, you're not hurting anyone. But then I saw someone that was kind of a community member and was like nice to me for like 2 weeks, and then was saying stuff in other languages. And I would copy and paste it, and in other languages they were like insulting me, promoting other streamers in other languages. And I was like, oh, I get it. The reason why you ban other languages in chat is because you can't moderate other languages if you don't know it. Right? So it's less of an issue of like, oh, like, I don't like that you're speaking this language, and more like you can say anything and I have no way to know what I'm allowing on my platform. Because you're saying that.
A group of orcs stand around a cauldron.
Exactly.
Chanting in their harsh
You understand.
The witch doctor looks up and says,
Adventurers. Oh, I love adventurers.
Okay.
Nobody complains when I break them.
I want to get to the witch doctor. Oh, no. Okay, I should probably do this just in case.
The witch doctor cries,
Servants, defend me!
What servants?
The witch
Oh,
doctor
those
gives a
ones.
final cry, then falls silent.
The first viewer you banned, no, you didn't. I've had a few weird things happen on stream. Yeah, Twitch, there's some shit that gets weird. I guess there's just weird people in the world that have weird boundaries. I had someone that is like, 3 minutes into the first time modding for a female streamer, someone said, I want to nut in you. Oh, that's... Hey, what are you talking about? What's bannable about that? That's just game. Women love hearing that. Oh, God. Who would say shit like that? Oh, God, I don't like this. For the record, that's a joke. That's a joke. Don't say that shit. Okay. Okay, I remember this trap. This trap is bullshit. This is an annoying ass puzzle. Hey, how's it going? We only want Sims in this chat. Welcome! Any Sims are welcome! Okay, I need to deactivate some of these traps. Ow. Okay. Yeah, this shit is so annoying. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, I got hit. Okay, heal me. For mayor. Oh, God. Okay. Ah! Okay, God. Should I just fucking... okay, we'll go next time. Okay. We're almost there. There we go. Okay, half done. Ow. Bam Marger. That's me face swap with a dog. Let's see. Let's see something. Where can I find this? I'm probably in pets, right? I don't even know I have a pets channel. Who cares? Who cares? Where is this? Where is this? It's got to be in the pets channel. It's got to be. This shit is so cursed. How is it not? I thought I posted this way more. Oh my God. Wow, way more people posted in the pets channel than I ever realized. I always thought this was like my most dead channel. God damn. Well, I think the first post has got to be me. Let me just go back all the way to the top. Oh, I saw it for a second. I saw it. I saw it. There we go. Hell yes. Hell yes. Open in browser. That's some cursed shit. So I decided to crop this out and make it an emote just because it's horrible. Huh. Ah! What are you doing? Fuck it. Did we get it? We got it. Let's pull this. Oh, I know what he looks like. Then put it side by side. Okay, here. Let's see. Let's open this up. Oh, wait. I was thinking of the wrong guy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The similarity is too real. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, this trap is brutal. The only thing that would make it more brutal, I wonder if they did this at one point. If it went fire and then fire here when you need to edit, and then it goes back and forth. But no fire goes on these traps from what I see. Oh, I bet you these traps go off if you trigger any of these. That's probably what happens. Okay, heal me. Final Fantasy 10 dungeon. Okay. We're going to keep you here just in case there's more traps. I'm going to pop one of these just in case there's more traps. There's more traps. And now we murder! I am angry! Oh, I see you guys. Clerics!
Quiet sobs echo from the cell below.
Get out of here. Wizards! We don't need you. Everyone else, who cares? You guys are easy peasy. Oh, that abrupt music stop. Oh, we need to go down here. I think we're actually really close to the end of the first set of 3 dungeons. These dungeons are humongous. I've been in this for an hour. Holy shit. Is there a lever? Oh, is there a lever? Look at me. Look at me. Be free. There we go. Okay. This looks very shitty to be these guys. Come on. Come on. Did I miss anyone? What is this stuff over here? Oh, looks like we're heading there soon. Okay. So a lot have been freed. Yeah, these are probably the longest quests I've seen in the game. I'm really curious about that Evening Star one, the Haunted Halls of Evening Star. I've heard that quest is so long. Which way do we want to go? Let's open both doors and take a look. Okay, that looks like the final room. Let's go over here. We gotta free everyone. Hey, Miranda, why don't you heal yourself? I'm just gonna run ahead without her, just in case there's traps. Let's rage out. Oh, she's gonna die. Let's kill everyone who's near her. Oh, shit. Get out of here. Okay. Okay. Oh, looks like there's a shrine. That's nice.
This storage room seems to contain nothing of value.
Contains nothing of value. Okay. I was going to see if there's a slave here, and I was like, what is the game saying about them? How dare you? But yep, you're right. There's nothing of value. I wonder if there's a hidden spot. Okay. Let's see. I don't think there's anyone in here. Oh, there is. One down. I don't think there's anyone in here. There is someone in here. There's some ones. Some two. Okay. No one in there from what I see. No one in there. There's two people in here. Okay, I didn't miss anyone there, right? There's someone. I see a lever. I just want to make sure that lever doesn't, like, create a death trap to kill them all. No one in here. No one in here. There is someone in there. Someone in the next one. Okay, we need to free... Oh, there they are. Wait, but there's more.
You freed many slaves from the grip of the slave lords. Dame Gold will be pleased.
Sorry, dude. I already freed 40. I hit the goal. I don't... Okay, fine. We'll do it. I'm not going to leave anyone here. Even though the game apparently doesn't want me to free them. Okay. I think that opened up all the doors. Okay. I guess I should have pulled that. Okay, looks like we're heading into the last fight, I think. I presume. Okay.
The slave lord looks you over.
Okay, let's make this happen. I'm raging.
Yes.
Don't prolong this.
You'll fetch a fine price once you're properly broken.
Guards, take them alive if you can. If not, well, it won't be a complete loss.
There we go.
The slave lord grunts.
Very well. I have other ways of dealing with the likes of you.
Like what?
The slave lord
There we go.
crumples into a lifeless heap. Now to search for clues to the location of the other slavers.
Nice. Was there other way dogs to attack me after you died? I was not sure about that strat. Ah, I almost fell. There we go. Bam. Oh god, there's one thing on my skill bar I'm not sure about if I should, or one thing on my tree I'm not sure if I should get. So there's this skill called Great Cleave. But every time I attack someone, I lose 10 hit points, or if I get it, right? But then this skill beside it makes it so that I'll gain, if I invest 3 points into it, I won't lose any hit points. Which seems good, except that's a 6-point investment, and that feels like it might be too much of an investment. V Rising, I did. That's kind of, that's an ARPG, right? Like a Diablo
sitting
clone.
On the desk. The manifest describes a keep some distance from here. And this fortress seems to play a major role in the slave trade. More clues about the slave lords can doubtless be found there.
I remember it seemed like it was popular on I think it was popular on Twitch for like a week. What about it? Okay, part 2. Oh my god, an hour 10 minutes. We've done one quest. Vampires with skill trees, building castle, kill bosses. Kabasa. Okay.
Your search for the slave lords has led to a large fortress complex deep in the wilderness. You scale the walls and slip through a window, hoping to take the guards by surprise. Once inside, you notice a slave huddled in the corner.
What? What are you doing? Slaves try to break out of the stockade. No one ever tries to break in. Don't worry. I'm here to help you and the other slaves. What can you tell me about this place? This is where the slavers bring captives from their slave raids. The lucky ones are sent on to be sold into the slavers' city. If you're not lucky, you'll stay here in the fort with Marquesa. Who's Marquesa? She's one of the slave lords. She runs this place with an iron fist. Down underground, down below the fortress, is where Marquesa conducts her experiments. She takes us slaves and turns us into things. Slaves sent down there, they never come back. That's horrible. You have to stop Marquesa, stop her, and free the wretched souls held here.
Clatter and clang of armor can be heard from down the hallway.
These quests are cool.
Clamor of creatures preparing for battle can be heard from the next room.
I feel like they're so long that I can't imagine working these into your rotation of quests. I can't imagine this being someone that's like, oh, okay, new life, let's run this. Unless it gives crazy experience. Which it doesn't seem to, given the time it takes to beat it. Okay. This game sometimes... I'm actually curious. This might be a Dungeons & Dragons actual quest. Like, I mean, this might be a series of quests from actual D&D campaigns. I think it's quite possible. Some of the ones that are taken from real campaigns have that vibe. Like the Tales from the Borderlands quest line was all the evil caves of chaos. You need to go to the Kobold Cave of Chaos, and from there you need to go to the Knoll Cave of Chaos and the Caves of Chaos, and then you need to go to the Orc Caves. It was a lot of that.
The outer courtyard is used as a mustering point, where the slavers meet before going out on raids.
There's a lot of dudes here. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious if this is like an iconic adventure. It must be. I'm actually really heavily suspecting this is a real adventure. And the reason I said that is because they said the slave fort or whatever it's called is
can be heard rushing to take positions on the platform.
Is near the Temple of Elemental Evil. There's a game that I've been following for a little bit. Unfortunately I can't remember the name. But if you want to see okay, I recommend you check something out here. After I finish these fights, I'm going to send you the name of something. There's a YouTube channel called Indigo Gaming. And this is a person that has, you know, like a podcast, kind of does retrospectives on like basically RPGs, especially looking at important RPGs throughout. Oh, I've mentioned it. Okay. RPGs throughout history. Like they did a retrospective on Troika games and stuff like that. They did an interview with Julian, I can't remember his last name, Julian something, and also Theodore something, who were one of the primary coders for the Elder Scrolls, like particularly Arena and Daggerfall, and the story writer for them. And they decided that they would make a game. They didn't like where Elder Scrolls went. They didn't like the pivot away from I don't know. Daggerfall was a very complex game in certain ways, and I think Morrowind had a much more interesting setting in terms of like aesthetic and stuff, but Daggerfall had some really ambitious ideas with regards to like factions. Very ambitious. And Yeah. And so what they wanted to do is they wanted to make a game that was kind of a spiritual successor to Daggerfall, more in line with Daggerfall and less in line with like Skyrim. And I forget what this game is called, but one of the things that they were passionate about was trying to involve AI into the storytelling process. They're very, very early adopters in this idea. They were also a small team. Which that seems like it would be tough without huge resources. Oh, shit. Come back. Come back. But interesting idea. What an asshole room. Yeah, well, and part of the idea was... oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like, you know how they used to have those old text parser games?
Been used for quite some time.
When I was a kid, I played a game called Conquest of Camelot. And it was kind of like, it was almost like a Sierra point-and-click adventure kind of game. But it was before point-and-click was a thing. And it was text parser. And at the time, like, you know, I was a kid. I wasn't very creative. So it felt so open because you could be like, oh, there's what's his name? Fucking Lancelot. And you'd be like, kiss Lancelot. And then your character leans into Lancelot and Lancelot pushes you away. He's like, whoa, let's not go there. We don't have that kind of friendship. And as a kid, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. But to have that, like, actually to the next degree would be insane. But part of what they said is that, I know one of the things he wanted was, in most games, you have it where you follow this story, and a big part about gaming... Oh, let's talk to her real fast. You there. You're not a hobgoblin or one of those vile slavers. What in the name of all the gods are you doing here? Dame Gold sent me to end the slave lord's hold on this area. And who might you be? Lady Morvin Elisar at your service. I managed to escape from my cell and hide here. 3 others, people from my village, escaped with me, but I lost them in the confusion. Will you find them and send them to me? We will stand a much better chance if we escape if we go together. I'll do my best.
Lady Morwen asks you to find and help slaves who have escaped during the chaos.
Okay. A big thing with games is, obviously, they can't just make an infinite world. And so with gaming in general, they are building these walls that they don't want you to really push against, and they want you to follow this intended path. And that's why sometimes with developers, you'll see them patch things when you go against their intended experience, even if it's fun, because it feels like, oh, you're pushing against these confines that we created, and we had this, you know, kind of scope for how we think you should interact with this game world. What did this open up something ahead or behind? I think it opened up something behind, but let me go up here just in case, because I have to run through a trap. And so the thing in most games is they are telling you what to do. You follow that path, and if you push against that, you'll have a different experience that is not intended, or it's boring, or there's nothing there for you, right? But the reason they really wanted AI in their storytelling is because they wanted you to be able to take a left turn. Say, you know what? Instead of going this way, I'm going over here, and a story will unfold in front of you wherever you go, right? That you can push against the grain, and a story will follow your decisions. So that's kind of the interesting idea. Okay. Oh, there's the gem. Oh, hey, guys. I mean, and in my early streams, I played AI Dungeon, right? And you know, AI Dungeon is obviously an early public-facing experiment of this. And clearly it's janky. But it really did that. Like, this shit just is like, we're on an adventure. You're on an acid trip with your computer. And, like, you're like, I'm fucking going here, and it goes with you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been thinking about, I really want to do some more stuff with AI. One thing, because I remember there was that website, was it Replica? Apart from the question, yeah. I mean, that was ultimately the problem. And that's why, like, a lot of people were against their corporate decisions, because people were like,
grounds stand as the last staging grounds before troops enter the stockade proper.
Because people were like, oh, you're infringing on our privacy and our free speech. I'm like, dude, your privacy doesn't exist because you're training this AI.
The working fountain in good repair.
That was a big thing. There were some people in my community that were really upset because basically, fundamentally, being real, the issue that they had was that you have an AI that lets people say, you can say whatever you want to it. People are using it to engage in fetishes, and a lot of those fetishes that people were engaging with were clearly like underage fetishes. And so they're using this as their outlet to engage with that. And so it's one thing if you're... I could understand there being an argument for privacy if this was a separate thing that wasn't interacting with the world. But the thing that they don't understand is you're training your AI to be a pedo. That is death to the company. That is death to me, to recommending this to people. That is, it's kind of like, you know how you're like, oh shit, God, there's this anime where that has like really, really interesting fucking ideas about like existence and really interesting questions on like culture and stuff like that. And then you're like, but there was this whole arc where this dude wants to bang his younger sister. And you're like, yeah. This idea becomes...
The inner keep houses the remainder of the troops and serves to protect the entrance to the dungeon below.
It becomes a really hard thing to recommend to people when this is just something that's saying, listen, for you to appreciate what this is, there is an element of this feature that is extremely taboo that you have to just overlook, and you have to know that it's there and then just see past it. That's a hard sell for a lot of people. And yeah, it clearly, I 100% support the company's decision to say, like, how would you ever get funding when you're building a robot that actively wants you to go in those directions? Okay, take care. Nice seeing you. Always a pleasure talking to you, Crouch, by the way. You always make for really good conversation. Okay, have a good rest. I was gonna say night, but it's not night. Okay. Later.
Pulling the lever unlocks a door nearby.
Okay, unlocks a door nearby. Yeah. Let's see. Hang on. Bam. Anything here? Oh, hey there. What's up? Oh, I should have read that. Lady Morwen sent you? I'll find her. Maybe together we can escape this cursed place. Okay, did I miss anyone in this room? I don't think so. Okay. Let's find that door. I should probably make you wait just in case there's traps. There's traps! Fucking called it. I did. So, as I said before, I have played this quest once. I don't remember where any of these traps are. Like, it's not... I didn't call it because I remember...
The looming form of the bear lurches towards you.
Oh, shit. Shit. You wait there.
You pull the lever. There's a soft pop.
Okay.
And an enchanted crystal lights up.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with this bear is.
On closer inspection, this bear is stuffed and mounted on a track. A trick used to frighten and confuse intruders.
Very, Roar. This talks like an AI. Well, not a current AI. It talks like an old AI. It talks like a text-to-speech program back in the day. Okay, this is good.
The second
What is
lever
this?
pulled.
Is this a trap?
A rush of air can be felt as the doors down the hallway open.
Roar. 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 Okay. Ah! You son of a bitch! I bumped my head and fell! Oh my god. There we go. Oh god. Okay. Let's run through. I should probably pop a... Oh, I shouldn't have blood tributed because I don't need one here. Oh, this area is interesting. I remember this. Huge looking fight. Yeah, let's actually fight over here.
This mirror is used to make trespassers believe there are more defenders than there really are.
Yeah, this is actually kind of interesting. I remember when I saw it the first time, I was like, holy shit, this is a big fight. I actually fell for it.
The lever is pulled, and a crystal lights up nearby.
A crystal lights up nearby. Okay. I think there's traps over here. I actually do seem to recall that there's traps over here. Yep. Ow. There we go. I'm glad I'm enjoying the Barbarian more. There was a little bit there where I was like, I was actually kind of getting a little like annoyed with it. I definitely progress through quests slower when I'm trying to blitz through them than I do with my other character. But now that I'm enjoying it, I'm actually really happy I'm a Barbarian. I think it's important that I give different experiences with these playthroughs. I don't know what my next reincarnation will be, but I do want to get to 30 with this guy. For sure. One quest... I wonder if I'll still hate Monk, or if I actually give that more of a chance. I think my next class I do... Oh, God, there's a few. I don't know. You know what? For the biggest change in vibe, it would probably make sense for me to be a trapper class. For me to be either an artificer, a rogue, or a... what do you call it? A dark hunter ranger? Oh, shit. Did I get you to wait in the trap? I did. I'm an idiot. Okay. While we're here, you heal me up. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Once I get, I mentioned chugging liters of water. You know how it is. BRB. Roar. 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 Hey there, guys. We're back. Okay. You wait here. You also heal me. If I'm sure? Of course I'm sure. What do you think I am? We'll also do that. Ow. I got strength damage. You son of a... Okay. Oh, lag. Lag. Weird lag. Weird lag in a huge fight equals not great. What are you guys doing? There we go. There we go. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, so next live, on one hand, I think it would make sense for me to be either, I think maybe an artificer or rogue inquisitive might be good, because that would mean I've done a melee, I've done a spellcaster, and then I've also done a trapper slash ranged. That would be good. But there's other classes that interest me a lot, like, oh, I can't open that. Like, I'm interested in the idea of being a druid and seeing how that plays. Ow. We need to get out of here. There's more traps, right? Oh, the lag. Lag plus traps aren't good. Okay, this part's going to be annoying. Ooh, I made it. Okay. Okay. Oh, weird lag. Okay. I thought I was falling to the ground for a second. There we go. Let me just really quickly check something. I always have this with this game. I need to check the lag. So I don't have any lag according to on my stream, apparently according to Streamlabs. So this, I presume this is DDO
the sound of
lag.
gate grinding open can be heard in the distance. Then come frenzied shouts that grow closer with every second.
Okay, we're going to use this because we're not coming back here. Yeah, DDO has big lag problems. It is what it is. The one good thing about DDO's lag is, you know, in other games when you experience lag, it's normally like you're having lag from how the game is running. And so time will jump ahead and then you'll be like dead. This game, it seems like the whole game is lagging out. So it's not like a disconnect between you and the server. And so it seems like the enemies lag out too. I've never had the experience, really, I don't think, where time jumped ahead and I was just dead. It's normally like I'm trying to do a spell and I can't do it, but the game's not taking any inputs or whatever. Like it's
the walls of this large complex. A control cage can be seen on the far end of the room. The moment you enter, slaves plead to be released from captivity.
okay. How are you doing, Miranda? Miranda, don't interact with the boss, please. Okay, there's one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go up here. Bam. Nice. Okay, now we'll take care of this guy. Look at that dude over there, fucking javelin master.
Control cell door drops from the jailer's pocket.
These guys have to be petrified at this point. Ah! How do I even get up? There we go. Miranda, you got this? I hope you got this. DDO is legs for days. Okay. So there should be a control cell thing, right? Oh, I think that it's in there. I'll take that. I'll take that. How's my weapon doing?
Inside the cage are several levers. It seems likely that they control the doors to the slave cells. The third lever is pulled, and the remaining slave, the door barring your exit, swings open as the lever is pulled.
Okay, is everyone gone? Everyone's freed? I presume they are. But I just gotta check to be sure, you know? This area would be a nightmare to walk through. Holy shit. They should... I don't know about the building code here. Okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah, but do you see what I mean? Like, all of these quests feel like at least 2 quests put together. It's very weird. Every one of these 3 quests has a break in the middle where you go to a different location. They're all at least 2 location quests. Which is very weird how that they didn't break it up into multiple parts. I'm curious if it has to do with something with like how the pen and paper one was set up. It's very... I don't like how it's set up. I like the quests. Oh god, lag. I like the quests. I don't like how it's set up to be a massive super quest, because I just think what they do, in my opinion, this is all opinion, I feel like they have taken something that people would realistically enjoy running and now made it not really worth your time to run. I feel like if they broke it up into smaller things, it's a much easier ask to just like pop in and run a couple of these. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Miranda. Heal me. Heal me, please. Okay, now wait here. I'll do this. Okay. I gotta rage out. Get rid of the scary dudes. Get rid of the fodder. Nice. Okay. Nothing in here. I don't want to dance with a door. Hey, you like what you see? Oh, I got moves for you. God, the dwarf dances are horrible. Hey, is it safe? I'll find Lady Morven. Maybe together we can get out of here. I do feel like... I actually like this, but I feel like some of these fights do give a bit of that, like, copy-pasted vibe. Just with the layout of the enemies. Like, the first time you see them, they're all, like, facing the same direction. They all throw their javelins at the exact same time, cast the same spell at the same time. It gives that, like, little vibe that pulls you out ever so slightly. I don't actually care, because it's still fun to run through and slice them down with strike through. Oh, yes!
The last hiding slave leaves to find Lady Morwen. You pray the group will be able to escape.
Oh, I should show something off. So I have a lot of feats that increase like physical threat range and stuff. So now when I use this weapon, I actually have a 40% chance of critically hitting, which is pretty crazy.
These are the officers' quarters for the orcs who guard this area. A lever with
Oh, I gotta get rid of
an
these
iron
guys.
jet mounted on the back wall.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bam.
This crudely decorated room houses a large and powerful organ. It's mounted to the right side of the door.
There we go. Bam.
There's a loud click, and 2 doors swing open. The sound of chatter
have we
can
done
be
everything
heard
else?
from deeper
I think we have.
within the fortress.
Sound of chatter. You know what? I should leave you here, just in case. Trap vibes. No traps. Sit here. Hold down left click until I win. Nice. There's got to be a trap here, right? Yep. Okay. There's a shrine here, which we'll use shortly.
This large dining hall serves as a gathering place for the fort's troops.
Or wait, maybe we won't.
Icar, the commander of the fort, stands ready to make a final stand.
Okay, let's take down a bunch of these guys. Okay, let's get rid of some of these guys. You know what? You get out of here. You're annoying. Okay, keep an eye on my health.
As Icar falls,
Nice.
the door opens to reveal a passageway leading deeper into the fortress.
Take that. Take that. Okay, let's go back real fast. Check out what's in this room. Just a fuck ton of alcohol. Nice. That's actually the only reason why I did this quest. Okay. And resting. Rests are my drink time. Built-in hydration breaks. Nice. Okay. So it feels like we just beat a quest, right? It really gives beating the quest vibe.
A glance at the room reveals a passageway leading down to the dungeon below. No doubt Marquesa and the rest of her conspirators can be found below.
But we're not done the quest. We're halfway through the quest. So that's why, like, all of these quests feel like they're two
This
separate
hallway
things
serves
stitched
as
together.
the entrance to the fortress's dungeon. Marquesa must be somewhere inside.
Okay. Where was it? I don't even know if I have the search skill to find this. I probably don't. Wait, where is she sensing this? Can you like open the door? Can I trick you to do it? She looks like she wants to interact through there. I don't think I can do it. I went in there when I played with my dad. There's just like a room, like a barracks, like room full of kobolds. Fuck. No, stop healing me.
An invisible force pulls the metallic
shit, I forgot about
wearing
this.
upwards towards the ceiling. Removing large metal objects might spare you from the effect.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Okay. That's an interesting trap. Never seen that before. This music is so intense. Ow. Are there more?
The room is filled with spider webs. A soft sound of weeping can be heard from a nearby room.
A soft sound of weeping. How's my weapon doing? It's struggling.
A ghostly form sobs in the back corner of the room.
Look at this person's name. Ellen Thenth. Beware. Beware of Blackthorn's treachery. Beware of false faces. Beware the corridor above. Corridor above. Was she wearing metal armor and got pulled up and spiked in the head? What? What in the heck? What is she doing? She disappeared. Corridor above. I have no idea what that's about. I didn't even see her when I played this before. Okay. Bam. Oh, that is not a locked door. Why, hello there. Okay, I need to get rid of this dude. There we go. Okay. Did I see a weird... Oh, yep, texture issues. I'm so curious about that corridor above thing. Did I get this lever? I did not. I didn't just mean to take a butt crack shot of my dwarf. Have I gotten all the doors? I think I have. Yep. Wait, there's two paths. Can I interact with this? Am I lagging? There we go. Oh my god. Okay. Did I miss a path up here? It looks like I did on the map. What is it? There's something there. Is this like a hidden spot, or is this... or is there something... Is there another floor above? Oh, it is a dead end. It just wasn't fully filled out. Okay. I'm actually going to get you to wait. And I'm going to run through and tank any traps. Ow, like that one.
Various grim-looking devices are scattered throughout this torture chamber.
Oh, is this is the caveling? Is this like a slave that was converted? My falcon has just gotten worn.
A burst of moist air enfolds you as the door opens. This hallway connects with a natural cavern that leads deeper into the subterranean complex.
Well, that's there's just a rave going on here. I'm actually I'm really surprised that more of this stuff doesn't get patched out when it's released. I'm really surprised. Because this stuff just sits there for years. I really like the game a lot, but I feel like that would be a minor thing to change. The other thing is, like, obviously what they change is whatever's priority, right? Number one is in games is they're always going to prioritize whatever affects monetization. If they do something that fucks their income stream, that's the number one thing they resolve. But then number two is going to be things that like affect balance, or whatever. It's going to be like or prevent you from completing quests, then like balance. Like these aesthetic things aren't a priority in the scheme of things. But it's so ever present, and it feels like it would be such an easy thing to patch out. And they have some of these things from when I played this game over a decade ago. They're still in it. Okay.
The door opens to reveal a large chasm.
Ah!
The glint of two different gems can be seen down on the cavern floor.
Hang on a second. Do I go down first, or do I... What do I do first? Okay, let's go across here and see. There we go. That's cool. Are you dead? You are. Stop attacking my friend! Okay. And that's sealed. Okay, I think... Are there oozes? I think there's probably oozes. Yeah. Okay, get rid of those guys. I think there's probably more oozes over here, right? Okay, fuck it. Oh shit, there are. Don't want to use my sword on oozes. Are there more? I'm hearing combat sounds. Here we go. I'm not very good with bludgeoning weapons, but sometimes you just gotta. The one thing I will say, one area where this class does become more complex than like the sorcerer, in general it's less complex, but you need to be conscious of like what weapons you're using a lot, being able to have weapon types that match enemy type. That's really important. That's just not really that important with spellcasters. With spellcasters, sometimes it's like, oh my god, this guy's immune to acid.
you may continue into the caverns below.
But by the time you hit level 20 with a sorcerer, that literally disappears. Completely. Okay. Yeah, the moment that hits, sorcerer really simplifies a lot. It also becomes a lot more fun, to be honest. Okay. There we go.
This room is clearly used to store and cure cheeses. Massive guard dogs growl at the skittering sound of rats.
I know when I want to protect my cheese, I throw it in a room full of dogs. That's how you know it's safe. At least let me loot the cheese. Oh my god, what bullshit is this?
A rumbling sound can be heard from the corridor above. A
Oh shit.
soft buzzing sound can be heard as you approach the door. Bees swarm
Ah!
near their hives.
Oh, this fucking
Surely
bullshit.
this
I
room
remember
is
this
for
shit.
making honey. You should be safe, unless...
Oh, I remember this shit. I forgot about it. So you can get swarmed by bees. I got not the bees. Now I take persistent damage. That's annoying. So this part would probably be a lot more funny and annoying if I didn't play this quest before. But you can cure yourself by jumping in this water. We didn't realize that when I played this with my dad yesterday. And we just kept walking. We just kept walking all slow. Okay, get in here. There we go. This whole next section, we're just like slowly trudging through while taking bee
revealing
damage.
A small settlement built into the very walls of the cave.
Okay.
The hobgoblins have built 3 defensive positions inside this massive cavern. You need to destroy these strong points before you can continue further.
Easy peasy. Yeah, this whole section is so much easier now that I don't have to limp towards everyone. Like you have a spellcaster and it's casting spells at you and you're limping towards him slowly. And then you get close and he jumps back and you're like, God damn it! Oh, it was so annoying. Anything up here for funsies? They reuse this kind of palette and stuff very often. You see it all over the place. Chanticleer, Tangle Root, Giant Hold here.
The last guardian of the kennels falls.
Okay. Get out of here over... Oh, no. No, they got me. They got me. Come on. It's you. It is you. You're here. Do you want to build a snowman? I've actually literally never heard that song. I've only heard you and Goat sing it. I know that song through you guys.
The hobgoblins outside the barracks have been defeated. The natural cavern once again gives way to a masonry hallway.
Okay. Bam. We'll rest. Quick water. I'm also glad that with this character, I've gotten to the level where I can start showing off some content I haven't played with my sorcerer. So we're not just rehashing old ground on my videos. That's good. Oh, shitting butts. Pooping pumpernickel. Okay, Miranda is going to chase this guy. I don't want her to. There we go. He dead.
You spot a female elf matching Marquessa's description leaving through a portal. Creatures spring forward to protect her escape.
Man, we are killing a lot of guys. It is unfortunate what we are doing. I mean, they are a bunch of slavers. So maybe I should maybe I should forgive myself a little. Let's get more strike through going on. Oh, are there more guys? Oh, hey. It's Airbud. Airbud, Chance, and Marley. Bam. There we go. Deactivate the
portal barring your
portal.
path fades when you pull this lever.
I was going to call it a force field, but then the game said portal, so I changed my mind mid-sentence. Ow. Okay, let's go in here first.
A gaunt creature stands at the end of the hallway, looking at you nervously.
Hey, what's up? Anyone who made it this far into Marquessa's lair must be powerful indeed. I, Blackthorn, am just a simple servant, a pawn held under Marquessa's evil thumb. Would you perhaps consider a bargain? Spare my life in exchange for some valuable information. Why should I believe a word you say? You're in league with the slave lords. There's no need to grovel to you, impudent rabble. You're literally the captain.
And makes ready for battle.
Okay, I know you'll be back. I'm just gonna look around. There we go.
You search Blackthorn's body.
Nice.
And find a key to a nearby door.
This dude's the fucking boss of the guards. Like, I'm just a victim in all this. Okay, anything here? Okay. Get some loot. Okay. Ow. Heal me. What was that? What was that ding? What was that ding?
sound of scuffling guards and agitated prisoners comes from the room to your right.
Here we go. Okay, I should take care of these guys down here first, I think. Because these are the guys that are going to kill Miranda. Come on. This is number 1. Come on, let me up. Oh my god, there we go. How's Miranda doing? Is she on that side? Eh! Okay. Bonking my head. Let's kill some more of these guys. I know I can make that jump, but it's a little bit awkward. One, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to free them. Block 1 done. There's block 2. And block 3.
You open the last door. Slaves emerge from their cells and escape.
Okay, I see that there's another shrine. Oh, yeah, I remember this next area. I don't know what the deal with it is. Wait, do I even... I don't even really need this, but fuck it, I'll use it. Wait, no, use this. Use this. Use this, Miranda. Miranda. Oh, shit, I told her to use some random-ass thing. I don't even know what it was. Use that. Okay, I don't know what the deal with this area is. Only cavelings may enter our settlement. Go on your way. Do not tarry if you are not wanted. Oh, I wonder if maybe we let the guy live if he'd let us through here. What are cavelings? We were men once, then Marquesa enslaved us and subjected us to terrible experiments, warped us and twisted us to suit her sick whims. When she was done with us, she discarded us down in these caves. And here, we've built lives, even a town of our own. The slavers let us alone, for they would rather pretend we do not exist at all, so be on your way. There's nothing you can do for us unless you tell Marquesa. Unless it is to tell us Marquesa is dead at last. Oh, Marquesa was already on the list, and now she's shot to the top of it. Good luck to you. Oh, okay, maybe we kill her and come back. I really thought there was going to be a trap there. And there too. Okay. I seem to recall there's fewer traps in the third quest. I seem to recall the first 2 quests are way more trap heavy, but I could be wrong. Okay.
Before you stands Juliet, Marquessa's assistant.
Get out of here, Juliet.
Juliet curses you as she falls to the ground.
Nice. Okay. Traps? Yeah.
Marquesa awaits your arrival inside this well-appointed room.
There we go. It wasn't easy. She tore off my old face and made a new one, but now I'm a perfect double of Marquesa. I'm as do as she wants.
Dead. No longer enthralled to the madwoman who remade her in her own image.
I guess she wishes me to
Now,
die.
to find the real Marquesa.
Okay. I think like this bookcase, I think is a fake wall. Oh, I'm too enraged. I can't search.
Before you stands a powerful minotaur, ready to defend Marquesa to its dying breath.
Okay, good job. You succeeded at defending Marquesa to your dying breath. Mission accomplished. Excuse me, I'm trying to break barrels. Oh, God. Stunned. What was that ding? Oh, is that the sword getting worn? Is it letting me know, like, hey, this shit is damaged. Pay attention.
Marquesa, the slave lord, stands before you. Some kind of object is encased in a magical field behind her.
Okay.
Marquesa
Nice.
is dead, and her followers routed. Now to search for clues that might lead to the slave lord's primary stronghold.
Okay. Executioner's helm. What the hell is that? That looks intense. Well, this item is equipped. Any killing blows you strike against an enemy may drive you into a furious rage, providing 5% enhancement damage bonus to... Ooh. I think we use that. Okay. Unfortunately, my spot sucks.
Marked on the map
I didn't read
is
it.
a cave that leads to the Slaver's City. Surely this must be the slave lord's main base.
This map shows the surrounding countryside. Oh, dang it. Well, good luck, guys. You have to go back and pause it. Have fun pausing the video on YouTube, which you can follow me here. See, it was all planned. Okay, let's go back and talk to that dude. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. You know what? Let's get you to wait. I know I have to run through a trap. Yeah, there's a secret tunnel that connects those two rooms. I don't think there's anything important there. It just exists. I guess it might allow you to, like, backdoor Marquesa. Okay, quest completed. Okay, here's the deal. We're actually gonna recall out before we do the third part, because we really, really need to repair. Oh, so there's nothing here. Okay, let's finish out. And I gotta check my phone real fast, just in case. Bam, 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 bam. Pre-approved for an increased credit card, but get out of here. Okay. So that's 2 done. Excuse me, I would like to interact with you. Repair all, yes. Boots have been damaged forever. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Wait. Set bonus can be applied to this item. You know what? Let's hang on to these for now, just in case. Just in case. 5 Cargons tasty hams. That's why we're in this business, guys. And I accidentally tried to sell something I don't want to sell. Bam. Nice. Sell gems. Okay. That's 2 out of 3 down. And we have 1 left. Wait, where is it? Is it up here? I can't remember where it is. Oh my... Oh, it's here, where the check mark is. Part 3. Assault on the area of the slave lords. Oh, shit. I just had a realization. Recall. Recall, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry. Do we even need to recall? Can we just go back? We can apply one thing. We have a few options. The things I'm basically considering are more strike through. I mean, this. And the other thing I'm really considering is doing this path here. I think I'm going to do that for now. Because I always have way more weapon bond than this. So I think that just like increasing my defenses is probably good. Although, you know what? I don't know. Strike through would also be really good. We're going to go with that for now. Let's go number 3. Let's go reset. Yes. Let's go number 3. Elite. Thank you. And gotta summon my friend, Miranda. She and I are in this together. Wait. Oh, she's a level 12. I need level 13s. God, I need to stop spawning like that. I think I need to actually unsummon her for it to memorize that.
Enter the cave said to lead to the slave lords. Near the entrance, you find a wounded halfling standing over the body of a dead slaver.
Travis Willingham is a Los Angeles voice actor best known for his extensive roles in animation and video games, as well as the massively popular hit show and media brand Critical Role. Okay, I was wondering, when it says, oh, it was announced by someone, I was like, okay, this guy's famous. Who is this? This is a Critical Role person. Okay. Bloodget. You're not a slaver. How did you get here? If you make it out, tell Dame Gold that we tried but failed. I work for Dame Gold as well. Who are you? What happened to your companions? Dame Gold sent us to track down the slave lords. Things were going fine. Things we were going fine until we entered this cave. Ran into a small army of slavers. Van Stern and Eloita were captured. Frida and I escaped, but we got separated. Oh, it's no use. I'll never make it to Sutterheim in time with this wound. You'll need to do it. When did this happen? Maybe your companions can still be saved. Not long, just a few hours. If you find them, do what you can. Send them back my way. I think I'll be fine here if I rest up. What is Sutterham? What do you want me to do? Sutterham is a hidden slaving city near here. The slave lords have a fortress there, walls a league high and crawling with guards. I was supposed to meet a man named Auric in town. He said he knew a secret way he could get to the slave lords, take them by surprise. These passages are said to lead to the city. You'd better get going if you want to meet Auric. I'll contact Auric in Sutterham. Don't worry. The reign of the slave lords is about to end.
Tells you to find a man named Auric. Make your way through these underground passages, then meet Auric inside the slaving city of Suderham.
Okay. We got this. Oh, it's Umber Hulks. Umber Hulks are always kind of tough. Oh, I'm stunned. There we go. Yeah. We do our patented barbarian strategy of stand here and hold these two buttons. And we win. Nice. What just happened? What's going on? I was running through the caves, trying to escape from the slavers. Then something sprang out of the darkness and things got confusing. You're safe now. You should find Blodgett and get out of these caves. I'll see what I can do for Blodgett. I wonder what my strike through is currently. Is it 2? Looks like, or like 100%. It looks like I'm hitting 2 guys at once generally. Okay, we'll go this way. Okay. Dead end. All right. It's these quests are just so long. Like I just did this yesterday, I think it was yesterday. And it's so hard to remember. There's just so much going on. And this is not much experience for a quest this long. I mean, granted, I am,
the floor here
3
is
levels over
covered
leveled.
with coarse white granules, naturally occurring salt crystals from the cave walls. You stumble and slide down the sloping corridor.
I don't know why. I always kind of liked gnolls. Maybe it's because they give me fond memories of EverQuest. Oh, nice. We got Gnoll Exterminator. Okay. Balance on the top of a chair awkwardly and kill those guys. Nice. Awesome strat. It worked. Are these breakable? No. Invincible barrels. Yeah, so opinion on this quest line from what I've seen, I actually quite like it, but I really feel like the adventure pack should have been broken up into at least 6 quests. Even if it was 6 quests, it would still be long quests. That's my only real. Also, the last fight, I think, is probably way too difficult for compared to the rest. It doesn't feel balanced. The last fight is so much like way harder than the rest of this combined. It's ridiculous. Also, some of the traps are real assholes of traps. Oh, there's one trap in this that's fucking horrible. We gotta save her! Ow. Oh, yeah, this is weird. The door opens to a blank wall. Pinned on the wall reads, "Not an actual door." Very weird. I wonder what that's about in the original quest. Are there any casters? Okay, I think the Overseer might be a caster. Oh, it is. Oh, it is, yeah. Oh. Bam. So we can kind of go anyway. I guess we'll go here for now. Okay, they tried to cast fear, I guess. Oh, there is a caster. You okay, Miranda? You're doing okay. You're doing okay. Nice. There we go. Okay. Looks like we cleared out that little area. Is there anyone here? There is. I don't know who you are. I don't care. Just help me out of these blasted shackles. Oh, that's more like it. Nice job taking care of those slavers. I would have done the same if they hadn't jumped us from behind. Head to the surface and find Blodgett. Deal with the slaver. I'll deal with the slavers, okay? So we need to rescue one more. Fanstern. That's a name. Yeah, like this quest line itself takes me longer than all of the Feywild expansion. It's crazy. This is legitimately taking me longer than Feywild. That's... Well, maybe it would be different with the Sorcerer. Well, I am playing a different character. I was doing the Feywild faster when I was blasting through the Sorcerer. So maybe that's not fair. But yeah, when it's like, oh, it's a 3-quest adventure pack, it feels like it would be so small, but it's massive. Oh, this shit's weird.
A bridge leads over a pool of strange glowing liquid. The smell of ozone
It's
hangs
locked.
heavy
I don't know.
in the air.
I don't know if you get a key for that, or if there's a lever, or if you need to cast knock from outside the water. It's very weird. There's some traps here. But you can just bypass them like... Oh, it hit me! In the past, when I tried it, I never got hit. Oh, interesting. Weird. I was just able to do it so easily. There we go. Maybe I was a little too far forward on the bridge. There we go. Okay. Boop. Excuse me, I need to get to the overseer. Man, my camera was in the torch and it was making me feel like I was tripping balls. There we go. Bam. Marksmen always feel weaker than the other enemies, I find. They always feel like less of a threat. Unless they're in really, really annoying positions, like in that one House K quest, where you're like going into the cave to like save the guy from the inevitable. There's an annoying part there. Ah, you're back. Yes, that seems to have done the trick. Without the with the magic field gone, I can use a simple teleport spell to get out of here. Thanks again, my friend. Good luck to you. Okay, we did it. Find Auric and Suderham. Nice. Okay.
This appears to be a dead end.
Oh,
a
shit.
rope dangles from the ceiling at the end of the corridor.
Okay, you wait here. I actually remember this shit. I'm gonna use this. There we go. Acid trap down there. It will basically instantly kill the hireling. And that, oops, I didn't mean to hit that again. That is not the trap I was talking about. That I was like, oh god, there's a horrible trap in this. There's a much worse trap. Oh, more Umber Hulks. I want to hit as many of them as possible. Oh, I'm stunned. I can't move. Wait, which is the most... Oh, there we go. Get rid of one first. There we go. Number one done. Ow. I'm stunned. Oh, Miranda, you killed someone. Nice job. Hell yeah. I'm proud of you. Oh, gotta get declared. There we go. Nice. What is this? Is this the... Oh, I remember this area. Oh, there's a spellcaster. Ow. There's a second spellcaster. Nice. Oh, there's another spellcaster. Okay. Oh, Miranda, where are you running? Where are you going? Who are you mad at? It's okay, he's dead now. Okay. So there's a few puzzles here. Where was the entrance? Okay. Of the 3 puzzles, 2 are laughably easy and 1 is slightly annoying. So these ones are laughably easy because look, you don't have to worry about the trap anymore. It's resolved. So laughably easy. Number 1. Okay? Let's go around the loop. Oh, Miranda almost died. Oh, there you are. Okay. This one, I'm just going to bring her here just in case I'm dumb. This one is also laughably easy. Because anything that the power is cut off instantly, you're fine, right? You do that. You do that. You just do this backwards and it's a joke. Done. Easy. Nice. But then the other one is kind of a dick move. And you'll see why. Where is it? The other one's here. This one's a dick move because the other one's the power source starts away and the end is nearby. This one, the power source is right by the trap and you have to rotate it through the trap. Dick move, but hopefully... Here, let me just... Yeah, we're fine there. There we go. We're fine. If you're fast and you don't have lag, then it's not an issue. There we go. All three are done. So it's not bad as long as you don't have game issues. But yeah, like, it's a dick move that you have to have the thing power the trap unless you're like really fast and Indiana Jones it. Okay. Let's use this. Let's use this. No. I told her to use the pie. Oh my god. Oh, Miranda. Stop trying to rotate the puzzle tile. For the love of God, Miranda. Oh, okay. She's got to use this. I'll use the bathroom. BRB. I won't use the bathroom. Someone's showering. Okay. Okay. It's okay. I'll just put a clothespin on it. Okay. There we go.
Monstrous figures loom above you. An odd little voice cries,
This place belongs to the slave lords! Be gone, intruders!
The giant figures flicker and vanish, leaving behind...
There's a fucking rust monster. I hate that jerk. Okay, rust monster gone. Okay, you know what? Should I get rid of these guys? For Miranda's sake, maybe. I like getting rid of spellcasters first, but this guy's got the most health. Okay, come on.
The illusionist was
There we go.
only a sentinel, left behind to protect this entrance to the slave lord's stronghold.
Okay. Nothing here. There we go. That's part
Stairs
one.
at the end of the hallway lead up to the surface.
I'll take those. Frump. More of Gold's mercenaries are on their way. Hold this area at any cost. They must not be allowed to reach Suderham. I don't want any mistakes like last time. Stallman Klim. These names sound like AI-generated names from someone that's never lived on Earth. Okay. State of emergency. Suderham is now under a state of emergency by order of the slave lords. The slave market and all city streets are closed until further notice. Remain in your homes, and we will deal with these foreign agitators who wish to destroy the industry that made this city great. Those who disregard this order are subject to enslavement. Wonderful group of guys. Hey, Orc.
The slave lords use Suderham as their base and marketplace. An uneasy quiet hangs over the slaving city, and the streets are strangely empty.
I think this part looks really cool. I think this is the coolest looking part of all the quests. Here now. Here, what are you doing out on the streets? Don't you know that there's a state of emergency on? The guards will slap you in chains the moment they see you. You'd have very good reason to take such a risk now, wouldn't you? I do. Blodgett sent me to meet a man called Auric. Blodgett, eh? Well, you'll find some friends here in Suderham. Friends who want to see every one of the slave lords in the ground. Friends like myself or like Madame Ava at the Sign of the Rose. She's always hated the slave lords, and some say it's because she was born in chains herself. Here's what you do. Go to the Sign of the Rose and tell Madame Ava smoke rises from this volcano. It could blow at any time. Smoke rises from the volcano. It could blow at any time. Got it.
Tells you to find the Sign of the Rose. Inside this establishment is a secret entrance leading to the slave lord's lair.
Okay. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I think this part looks really cool. I think this is the same thing. Yep. All these are the same notices, I believe. Surprise! Okay. Wait, did I just get haste on me? What is that from? There we go. All those copy-pasted patrol dudes. Yeah, I think this area looks really cool. I think it has a lot of character. So, I actually think there's two problems with this quest line. The one I already said. Right? That I think that they should be broken up into smaller quests because it's a big ask for people to like play through these massive things that are actually already effectively constructed to be divided. The other problem is this.
The Sign of the Rose is lavishly decorated, which is more that can be said for the rest of this town. A tall, striking woman beckons you to enter.
Oh, hello there, stranger. This is the Sign of the Rose. We're not really open now, thanks to the state of emergency. Did you have something you wanted to say? Where's the roulette wheel? We're both adults here. I know what's going on, so where's the roulette wheel? Let's not waste our time, stranger. Come back when you have something to say. Is this a tavern? I'll have a pint of ale and a meat pie, please. Oh, do you have bubbling broth froth? I love bubbling brown froth. Sorry, bubbling brown froth. Okay, fine. Auric sent me. Smoke rises from the volcano. It could blow at any time. I thought this day would never come. For years, none have challenged the slave lords. Even the bravest would not dare to attack the fortress of stone with its countless guards. but I know a better way to get to them. The slave lords built a passage leading to this establishment so they could take their pleasure in secret. If someone were to use that passage, they could take the slave lords completely by surprise. I'm that someone. Show me the secret passage. So this is the other problem. The other problem is you go outside, you're in this foreign town, it's the coolest place, and then you immediately go back inside and you're no longer in that cool area.
Madam
I feel
Eva
like
shows you the slave lord's secret entrance. A ladder leading down into the darkness.
so much of it is like, oh, you're in a big, long, huge dungeon, which is fine. It's kind of a cool quest. But then the one moment that you get a change of scenery, it's like, okay, there you go. You saw it. Cool. Move on. I really wish we got more time in the town. Destroy the slave lords for us strangers. Okay. Okay. I believe we're in the final area.
A huge humanoid figure stands perfectly motionless in the gloom. One hand is raised, as if in warning.
There we go. There we go. Oh, clerics and wizards. Gotta get rid of those guys. Nice. Bam. Ow. There we go. I fucking knew it. Oh god, I didn't remember that trap, but it gave me that vibe. I actually didn't remember this trap at all. How do you get out of it? Wait. Oh. I did get out of it. Derp! I got turned around internally. Oh, yeah. Oh, loot. Sweet. What is that? You son of a bitch! I think this is the second mimic in the game that I've randomly stumbled on, not including the Feywild's quest where there's all the mimics hanging from the trees. Like, a quest where they actually try to trick you with a mimic. I feel like this is like only the second one I've seen in the entire game. Okay. That looks like it's scorched. Is there a trap there? I don't remember any trap here. But it looks like there would be. Maybe it's scorched because of these guys. Anything here? No. Anything here? See, if I saw this in Dark Souls, I'd be like, okay, well, there's a trap. Time to roll through it. But... oh, okay. This place. Okay, this is actually really annoying. And I'll explain why in a second after we chase down Marissa and fight whatever she's panicking about. And maybe we should just run through and kill everyone. How is my durability? It's okay. I just don't want her to get killed in some alley by a hyena. Is she running off? Is she good? Okay, here's the problem. Oh, she's running off. This is a very, 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 very simple puzzle. And the puzzle is one of those, you know, put the mirrors at 45-degree angles, so that the beams reflect 90-degree angle quests. Puzzles. We've seen these puzzles all over the place in this game. Oh, there's the boss guy, but let's follow her. But the issue is you can only rotate these in one direction, right? And it has 8 rotation points. And I swear, well, this one is an exception. But I swear most of these, by default, are put in the position the farthest away possible. Like, look, this is an example. We have to get it 1 earlier. So you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's see how many that's true with. Let's see if it's just an internal brain bias that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had to do it with... Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 3 out of 4. Okay, this one is not. Okay, so that's 3 out of 5 now. Okay, this one is also not. So it's 3 out of 6. So far, we're 50% away. Now this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 5, 6, 7. So we're now at 4 out of 7. Okay. And then this one's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 8. There are 8 of these things to rotate, and literally half of them are of the 8 possible positions they could be in. Literally half of them are as far away in rotation as they could possibly be. I'm just like, you guys are trolls. Like, that's a super minor criticism. Super, super, super minor. Like, fundamentally, it's a who cares. But it's also like, come on, guys, really? Okay. Well, if you count that as a mirror, then technically it's less than half. It's 4 out of 9. Okay. Fine, I'll give you that. Where are we? Okay, I think this is the room that fucking sucks. This is the meanest trap. This trap is straight up so goddamn mean. Because the moment you're in it, this thing kills you so fast if you're actually in it. There we go. If you don't know what's there, that trap is way more brutal than I made it seem. We almost... Oh, there's another one! No! No! I didn't realize there was another one. I thought it was a, I thought that someone had divided it into 2. I didn't see that. We almost had a party wipe when we did it. Okay. Oh, no, Miranda, don't do it. Miranda, no. Okay, Miranda's gonna die. It's fine. Target the enemy. It's not letting me. Is it dead? I think it's dead. Yeah, very, 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 very mean. Those are exceptionally dangerous. But she'll be back. Don't you worry.
A path carved into the clammy stone leads down to the shores of a subterranean lake.
Okay, I actually never explored this place when I played it, so I don't know if there's anything here. When we were playing this, we were just like, this quest is going on forever. We need to wrap up, but we're overcommitted. So I didn't actually check out this at all, but it looks like there's not really anything here. Okay. The fuck? That was some weird ass shit. I think I got all, he's getting all tiny and shit. Oh, they're adorable. What the hell? I feel bad now. Okay, we're almost... Okay. Okay, we're here. This fight is just a massive bitch. This fight is brutal. It is so much harder than everything else in the entire quest line. The only way I know how to beat it is by exploiting. So, oh god. I got shivers. Okay, Miranda. You wait here.
You found the council chamber of the slave lords at last.
These guys have so much HP. So I want to fight as few as I can at a time.
These are clearly battle-hardened veterans, not pampered aristocrats.
They have so much HP. Yeah, these guys are crazy. And you can't go back to the res shrine. The only good thing is it should get easier as it goes on. Like the moment we get rid of Eanwolf, it should be a little bit easier. What's my con at? 34. That's also because I'm raging. It's actually probably in the 20s. Okay. One down. Okay, come on. I know that guy's not dead yet. There we go. Okay. 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 Dang it, he ran out. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, this quest is stupid. Okay, this guy's in here. That's good. That's good for us. Yeah, it's like, what is the balance on this quest? The difficulty is so much harder than every other fight. It's crazy. Any single one of these guys, any single one of these enemies is harder than any other fight we've done. And yet we're fighting like 5 or something. It is a crazy... I wonder if they're just like being faithful to a DDO, a Dungeons and Dragons adventure or something. Okay. This guy's almost gone. This guy's probably the most dangerous. Oh. Okay, good. We proc 2 versions of the extra temporary HP. Okay, he's dead. We want this guy to run away from us, if possible. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. This guy is just extra. Okay, we're hamstrung. Oh shit! I don't wanna aggro him. Oh, he's in here, or she. Okay. We want to push her away from the door if possible. Good. Yeah, this quest is ridiculous. Yeah, and you can't get back through that barrier. So you can't, like, raise from the dead. You can't resurrect. What's our constitution? Our constitution is getting down, which is not good. Uh-oh. Yeah, and the hamstring is really annoying because it's, like, slowing us down. The last guy is also annoying. But the reality is with so many people dead, it won't be as bad. Get away from the door. Come on. Okay, this person's gonna be easy. Because this is not a boss. Okay. And now we got the big final guy.
Hostile operation greatly, snarls the slave lord. Now you repay every copper with your blood.
The constitution is low. But this guy's going down way faster. I'm not doing reduced damage against him.
You've destroyed
Okay, we did
the
it.
slave lords and dismantled their entire operation. People from the surrounding lands will no longer live in fear of being torn from their homes and enslaved. Now return to Dame Gold and claim your reward.
That fight is ridiculous compared to the rest of the quest. Like, the balance is insane. I have no idea what they were thinking. Okay. You cannot know what you've done for us. The slave lords were the authors of much misery for leagues around. Our lives will become much brighter because of you. I think someone so selfless can surely be trusted with this codex page Hamish is so worried about. You shall have a less dismal reward as well. Take what you would like from my chest. Safe travels, Curlicus. And go with our thanks. My pleasure, Dame Gold. The gatekeepers will keep the codex page safe.
Now that she's finally convinced of your good intentions, Dame Gold gives you the codex page. Keep this safe, Wanderer.
It's broken.
She warns. Great evil lies inside it.
Okay, what do you have to say, Hamish? The slave lord's defeated? I never would have believed it. And then you can get me some stuff, right? Use gems to upgrade. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's just check what this guy has. Oh, cool. A gem that, when socketed into the assault, will make this part of the slaver's endurance set. Oh, that's cool. A colorless slot. Spell. Okay, we don't need those. Physical sheltering might be good, or magical sheltering. We're gonna skip those. We don't want any of these skills. Who cares? Who cares about skills? False life is not bad. Fortification is not bad. This is not bad. We might try. Let's try this. Okay. Oh, it's a green augment slot. I got a yellow. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I must be blind. Wait, am I crazy? Oh, probably went in like here. Am I missing it? It's not in there. Not in there. Okay. Let's check this out. Probably doesn't work, right? How do you use this? Still have not. Okay, I think it needs to be green. Let's see if I have access to a green one. Did you get any sleep? What is vertigo? Trip DCs, not bad. Let's try this. Okay. Take 2. Slaver's vertigo. Bam. Had a great nap. Now you're listening to children screaming and playing after. That's the joys of America. Okay. Only accepts augments. Okay, I have no idea how this slaver stuff works. I have no clue how it works. Okay. So what we'll do is we will gather this and we will live with our decisions and we will step out. Bam. Okay. Do you have anything to say to me? Why is there a check mark here? What? Are we done? Does this just stay as a permanent quest there? Well, I think we've wrapped it up. Okay. So I'm going to call it there, even though you just came back. I had to put on some zombie filth metal to bring some joy to your afternoon. Perfect. Anyways, thanks for joining me through that really, really, really long set of 3 quests. Oh my god. I will be back soon, I am sure. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Take care and crouch. Take care, everyone else. Mwah.